Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Follow me on Instagram, Silent Heroes. I just saw Black Fight Fans video. Man, let me tell you guys something. If you ever disagree with me, put everything in the video. You guys see my comment section. I can get, man, I don't consider myself the most unflappable man in the world, but it takes a lot to make me to get me upset to the point where I get angry. You know what I'm saying? So, man, Black Fight Fan, don't ever hold back your tongue when you anybody if you disagree with me. Man, it's almost humorous to me sometimes. You know what I mean? But I will say this. That 12-cylinder was a metaphor. I actually don't own a 12-cylinder. Actually, you guys know I sold my cars. I buying a car that doesn't even have an engine in it. So I'm waiting on my Tesla. It comes next month. So, but I do have my Honda though. You guys see me in the Honda all the time. But at the end of the day, I'll say this: covering the fight and sitting on your couch watching the fight. I admire both sides of the coin that I juggle with you guys, and because I cover the fights, I get the perspective of the business side of it. Now, what I strongly will suggest, and I hope that we follow up, just to take, because obviously we're going to agree to disagree on this subject, but I think the LDBC, man, I start covering these fights with me, man, because I think at the end of the day, I shouldn't be the only one, for the most part, asking the questions that everyone is thinking on their couch. You understand what I'm saying? And then it will allow you to further investigate and have a great understanding of what that side of the coin looks like. Now, if I were just sitting on the couch, like many of my subscribers, and you guys are the ones that I'm loyal to. That's why I ask the questions, right? If there were more of me covering these fights, but the numbers don't add up, so I think the business side of boxing will play a greater role. You understand what I'm saying? As I said yesterday, 8 out of 10 fights is business. 2 out of 10, the fights pick. You know what I mean? Because if that's the case, Terrence Crawford should fight Errol Spence next. It's not happening, right? It's definitely not. Definitely not. No way is it happening. If we wanted the best fight and the best every fight, Errol Spence would have Jeff Horn's belt last year, right? Because Jeff Horn fought in July, and Errol Spence fought in May, right? So they probably should have fought in November or December or January. The Lamont Peterson fight, the fight that I covered, right? So at the end of the day, man, I think there's a balance that you must have. You understand? That's why WrestleMania is so successful, because it only happens once a year, right? That's why Floyd and Canelo are so successful, because they only fight twice a year. Like, it allows the build up to take place. Whether you like it, love it, or hate it, Floyd he only had one fight under 1 million pay-per-views, and that was 900,000. That was Andre Berto. So I mean, the reality is, you make money off of ignorance, all right? And if you don't believe me, Floyd Mayweather robbed the American public, the world public, robbed our society of $300 million fighting Conor McGregor. Ignorance is bliss, man. Ignorance pays the bills. Ignorance is the guy who goes and spends $1,000 on a table in a club. Ignorance is bliss when the motherfucker gets a tattoo of his favorite team but don't have tattoos of his sons and daughters on his arm. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, ignorance is the reality of the world we live in. You understand what I'm saying? And sports is the reality of it. Like home court advantage. These are professional athletes, man. at the end of the day, there's no 10-point home court advantage. There is a something to be said, a person that's waiting on you. You understand what I'm saying? So as I'm watching these Cleveland Cavaliers Toronto highlights, at the end of the day, the best team more often than not is going to beat the worst team. The best fighter more often than not is going to beat the worst fighter. You know, there are upsets, but if you bet on the favorite, as a gambler, you're going to win. You know, but poor people prey on parlays and think that parlays are a poor man's bet. And for boxing fans to simply believe that they're going to get their way is preposterous, man. Not all the time. You're going to get your way. Now, when Terrence Crawford, now, my thing is, if you guys, if this is what you want, you're not going to have a. I mean, at the end of the day, you're not going to have a sport left. You understand what I'm saying? I understand these guys fought 1,000 times before, but looking at the Toronto Raptors, they look pretty sad. But you know, I wish you guys saw both sides of it. You know, I try and be. I want to be more and more. What's the word I'm looking for? More open, so you guys can see that when I cover fights. That's why I try and interview people that you don't normally interview, like the human side of boxing, their friends, their mothers, their fathers, their parents, their brothers, their best friends. You understand? So you can see that side of the fights that go on. I try and be as accessible as possible. So if you guys have questions, I can answer them, you know, but there is a side of boxing that 95% of boxing fans will never, ever know. You understand what I'm saying? So, um, you know, like when, when, um, like the fight against, I mean, there are so many fights that, like, I'm not going to get into that because that's not where I want to take this conversation. At the end of the day, it basically is what it is, man. We'll agree to disagree. Um, Fans continue to fight for what you want. I'll continue to ask the questions that you guys are thinking on the couch. You understand? Because at the end of the day, the boxing fans um, pay me in terms of YouTube, right? And you know, that's just the reality of it. And I'm forever grateful. I'll always have you guys' best interests at mind. You know what I mean? Except, not except, in addition to like topics that have me fired up, like those emails. You understand what I'm saying? But I only get, for the most part, like in my life, what I can control. I can't control how someone responds to my question. I can't control what people put in the comment section. I get called nigga every day in the comment section. I get called what, Napoleon complex. What else they call me? You know, the worst thing since sliced bread. Basically, it does nothing to me. Honestly, I'm not that I'm callous, not that I'm emotionless, but I have a purpose. And you guys fully understand what my purpose is protect the black athlete, get their stories out. You understand? First things first. You understand? And I'm very clear and concise with my message. And at the end of the day, I will carry black fight fans' voice to every fight that I go to. I will ask those questions. I will carry the dad sitting in the Bronx with his two kids watching the fight, the guy in Chicago, Miami, the mom in Fort Lauderdale. You understand what I'm saying? That young college kid, you know, that's at Howard. You understand? Those questions that you guys have in your head, I'm gonna ask. And so when I did that video last, it's not that I don't understand the fans' perspective, but because I actually cover the fights and I'm there. You understand what I'm saying? Like when I cover fights, I have 300 conversations that you guys will never ever know about. And every media person, I'm not excluded from, no one else is excluded from that. But there are hundreds of conversations that I have during fight week where I'm gaining information. I'm understanding, I'm putting pieces together from what someone told me 2 months ago, from what someone emailed me 3 weeks ago. And now I'm here having a conversation and I put the 3 dots together and I understand what the fuck is going on. You guys are not preview to that. So it's my job to help you guys understand. And where I'm coming from, I'm not coming from a perspective in terms of alienating the fan, right? But if you see something going on and then you question it and you still see it going on and you question it and nothing changes, it's obviously a plan in place. PBC wasn't created without a plan, right? And I think their plan is working. If you look at the landscape of boxing, it's working. You understand? So I want to continue to carry y'all voice. You know, I am the voice of the people, for the lack of a better term. You know, I don't want to hijack the boxing voices thing, not out of disrespect, but out of respect. You know, I am that dude. Like, there's no question. I am that dude in the media that will not pacify anybody from top to bottom as it relates to asking the questions. Now, Black Fight Fan asked the question. I don't know the answer to that question. If you guys want it on camera, how can I ask them on the phone? So you got to pick your poison. I haven't asked them yet because you guys wanted it on camera. So I'm going to ask them, and you guys will get your answer. So saying that I know the answer, pick your poison. Do you want me to call them and ask them, or do you want me to put it on camera? It's your choice. I thought I was doing y'all a solid by waiting. I'll see him at the. He got the Joyce fight. Kenny Porter's a different dude. Fight week, like I don't know if well, everybody is. You know, he has a heavyweight this time, but I mean he's typically cutting weight with his son. You know what I mean? And when Sean cuts weight, Kenny Porter cuts weight. You understand what I'm saying? So they have like this. They have like this synergy that they have about them. So fight week, I really don't talk to him during fight week, and I'm being honest with you guys. You know, so haven't spoken to him since I interviewed him. Really, I just texted him to make sure he was safe, and I watched the videos, and I know he's safe, and I'll talk to him Monday when he gets back in town, and we'll go from there. So that's the end of be all. And in terms of protecting, I'm always listen. I'm gonna be 1,000% with you guys. I will always protect my allies. I never, and I want you guys to fully understand this. Never kill the help. All right, not at my own expense. Not and not for y'all. If you tell me something in confidence and someone is praying like, oh, you got to, nigga, I'm not doing it. I mean, don't let the smooth taste fool you, man. Like, I fought my whole life. Like, whether I physically fought, whether I mentally had to fight. Now I fight more mentally. Right now my battles are more mentally. So my smile will kind of mislead you. But don't forget. I mean, don't get it twisted. Fred is still a real one at the end of the day, man. Like, you understand? So respect is respect. And what I say in confidence with another person, I can't release that to another person. But as it relates to business and boxing, I'll gladly share that. I have no qualms about it. You understand what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, they wouldn't respect me if I wasn't. For real. But I'm not sandbagging a relationship for the sake of YouTube or for the sake. I'll never do that. You understand what I'm saying? Me and Sam have 10,000 conversations. I can't tell you guys all the conversations we have. I mean, keep it G, keep it 100, guys. Like, come on. You guys saying, oh, no, keep it real, right? Come on, man. There is certain elements of a relationship that must remain private, right? And at the end of the day, that's real. And if you're a real one, you'll respect it. And that's it. And it's what else did you talk about in that video? You talk about hard work. I respect your hard work. You understand what I'm saying? shit, I got the utmost respect, you know, and you're right. I value. We follow each other on Instagram, Black Fight Fans, so you know where my heart is at. You know exactly what I stand for as it relates to money. I value pennies. I'm the dude that picks up pennies off the ground. I'm the dude that makes my son picks up pennies off the ground, man. If I see a penny, I'm picking it up. I can be around Floyd Mayweather. If that nigga walk by a penny, I'm picking it up. Are you kidding me? So I understand the value of money. I wouldn't be where I'm at today if I didn't value money, right? I'm the dude that flipped 25-cent bags of potato chips at lunch. I used to steal bags of chips from the corner store, shove them in my pocket, try and get 8 to 10 bags. I would go to 4 or 5 different stores. I wouldn't go to the same store every day. And I would sell them for $1 or 50 cents. I forget. I was in middle school and high school, so I completely forget. But the bags are so small, I can get away with, putting them in my starter jacket, or, we wore oversized clothes back then, so it was fairly easy. But at the end of the day, man, I value your dollar, and that's why I will continue to ask the questions that you guys want. And so I'm trying to think what else you spoke of. You said Errol Spence plight was completely different. No, no. I'll tell you this, and at the core of what I'm about to say, you guys will fully understand. Having the belt versus chasing the belt, you're a completely different person. I'm talking about in terms of goals, in terms of what comes out of your mouth, in terms of perspective, in terms of how you view, right? When Floyd beat Oscar De La Hoya, the game flip-flopped. That's the truth, right? When Canelo fought Floyd Mayweather, his life changed forever. When Chino Maidana, I know he didn't have a belt, but fighting Floyd Mayweather is like a privilege and an honor, right? So that's higher than a belt, right? Chino Maidana ain't fought since, right? So at the end of the day, man, it's possessing the belts, or having the opportunity of fighting a Floyd Mayweather. It changes your life, man. You have a different perspective. Case in point, Keith Thurman right now. You understand? Like, he was a different man without the belts versus not having the belts. And the key to marketing is going as far as you can for free. 50 Cent is probably the best at free press. If I am a fighter at between 140 and 154, I would call out Floyd Mayweather in every interview in the early 2000s. Why wouldn't I? It just makes sense. I would call out his mom. I would call out his daddy. I would go to his fights. I would challenge him because it's free press. You're never going to fight the man. Keith Thurman knew he never was going to fight Floyd Mayweather. Danny Garcia knew he was never going to fight Floyd Mayweather. Errol Spence definitely knew he wasn't going to fight Floyd Mayweather. Just different eras. You understand? And now what happens in the ring isn't scripted. The plan is scripted in terms of the PBC mission statement. When everyone starts a business, they have a plan. They have a goal. They have an objective, right? The objective to you guys is to bring you guys the best fights, obviously, right? Half the people that say, "God, I want to thank God," don't mean it, but they know that's 70% of America, so they say it. So, I just want you guys to understand, and I'm going to double down on this video, since it's a hot topic. By the way, let's make sure you go subscribe. I should have said this at the beginning of the video because half you guys not going to make it to fucking 20 minutes. Go subscribe, please, to Black Fight Fans video. I mean, his thing. He and I have a great relationship. We talk off and off. We text each other and shit. So at the end of the day, subscribe to his channel. Bring me more flames. Let me kiss my daughter goodnight. She's about to take a bath, and then I'll finish the video. Hey, love you. So, okay. Now we're going to switch subjects because he and I are going to agree to disagree, and we're just going to move on. But feel free, Ticket, feel free to give me a video. I know Town Biz, he disagrees with me. Bring it on, because you know what? Subscribers love like contention, like beef, like beef. Everyone loves beef, right? Oh my God, he said this, he said that. So bring it, man, bring it. I'll gladly discuss it with this, because in actuality, it's about our subscriber base. So subscriber base like when we disagree, and we disagree. If you want to continue the conversation, I'll be glad to continue this conversation. But I want to double down and relate this to real life, right? We want Errol Spence to fight the best, right? We have great expectations of Errol Spence, right? Right? You can't have greater expectations for Errol Spence than you have of yourself. And I use me as an example. So many years I underachieved, right? I wish, man, I wish social media was around when I was younger. Man, you guys could have saw my journey, could have saw my fight. You know, I'm pretty shameless. I'm pretty open as it relates to my journey. It needs to be shared. You understand what I'm saying? And if you are rooting harder for Errol Spence on Saturday night, if you are physically exhausting yourself rooting for Errol Spence, right? And you are not physically exhausting yourself pursuing your purpose, right? Pursuing your purpose. Pursuing why your spirit was poof into a human body on earth. Then you need to reassess your goals, because I think it's essential that all of us find our purpose. I think it's important that we're all passionate about our purpose. You understand what I'm saying? I just posted on my Instagram about, it says, a king with, oh man, let me read it to you guys. I thought it was so poignant. Let's see. All right. It says, a king with no discipline is just a weak man with luxuries. That's powerful. So at the end of the day, we all got to be kings with disciplines, and we got to understand the reality of it. You understand? Every sport is WrestleMania. It's called the Super Bowl. It's called the NBA Finals. It's called boxing, Floyd Mayweather, Cinco de Mayo, and Mexican Independence Day. You know, Errol Spence is not fighting Terrence Crawford next. You know, it's not full blown, right? The anticipation has to meet the need. One can't be before the other. It's not happening that way, right? Regardless if you guys want to hear it tonight, I'm not being Debbie Downer. I'm fortunate enough to see both sides of the coin, right? And but I'll digress back into purpose. It's important. It's very, very important that you don't have a tattoo of your favorite sports team on your body and not your purpose tattooed to your heart. All right? I know we're passionate. I know that we're you know, I've been fighting my whole life, so it's not that I'm desensitized, or I have thick emotional skin as it relates to like setbacks, as it relates to successes. Like, I've never celebrated. Dre will tell you, I've never celebrated any of my successes. I've never. Failure is what motivates me. Is what fucking drives me. What fucking fuels me, right? And playing the percentages, right? I'll do a video on this. My 1 year anniversary. When Jay-Z baptized me, when he said a man that can't take care of his family can't be rich. June 30th, I'm gonna do a video. My 1 year anniversary, and I don't know how. Maybe it'll be a 2 hour video. Maybe it'll be a 1 hour video. I don't care, but I'm just gonna purge into this, and hopefully that it inspires and encourages some people. And maybe I'll even have Dre on the video. You understand what I'm saying? But I think this year I have been so in tune, so in sync. You understand? Look at my YouTube channel. Like, I had maybe 9,000 subs this time next year. Now I'm damn near doubled. You understand? Just my spiritual well-being is different the past 365 days, right? And uh, I just want you guys to see that. Like, I know I'll be going off topic and shit and always trying to make things relatable to life. It's not because I think I'm fucking a Dalai Lama. It's I don't, man. It's just that I just think that there's a silver lining and a message in everything that we do. And you know, it all comes down to motivation at the end of the day. You understand? I had a seventh grade teacher that was just superb, spectacular, that believed in me. He calls me once a month and still calls on me. Still like my best friend, my teacher. You understand what I'm saying? And, you know, he's always preaching the Bible to me and, you know, understand what I'm saying. So, I know this shit done gone off much further than to go to, but some people need to hear this. So, uh, you know what I mean? Fight for your purpose. Fight for your purpose as much as you're fighting for uh, Canelo Alvarez to be proven innocent. Fight for your purpose as much as you want Deontay Wilder to fight Anthony Joshua. Fight for your purpose as much as you want LeBron James to win the NBA Finals. Fight for your purpose as bad as you want Errol Spence to be the king of boxing. Fight for your purpose as bad as you want Beyonce to win 10 Grammys. You understand what I'm saying? Because your purpose is simply waiting on you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, my life has mentally and spiritually, emotionally has slowed down so much this past year. And mind you, I was financially successful before June 30th, but you know, I'll do that video later because I think it's important that I tell you guys in one long segment. But you know, believe in your purpose, man. I'm gonna do my job as a journalist to give you guys the answers, the questions that you want asked. I promise I will. I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise. All right? I am loyal to you guys. I carry all y'all DMs. I carry all your emails. And I carry you guys emotionally by when I read the comments in the comment section. You know what I mean? Like you guys are entertaining. And I love when you guys disagree with me. I love when you guys agree with me. And I love when you go after the haters. I love when the haters come after me. I love when you guys are bantering in the comment section. Like, it's beautiful. It's a community, right? Right? Not every apple in a tree is green, right? So it's just a beautiful thing. At the end of the day, man, it's fun. And Black Fight fan, everybody else, let's keep on. Actually, we should find more shit to disagree on so all our fucking subscribers can go up. Why don't we just create some fake beef like Tekashi 6ix9ine and what's Agent Broner? Excuse me. But you know what I mean? I'm definitely appreciative, you guys. And don't worry about offending me, guys. You guys don't offend me. I'm going to end this video here, but I genuinely appreciate you guys. I got to do some more. I got to read Boxing Scene. I haven't read Boxing Scene all day because I had my kids all day, so I haven't read. So I got to catch up on my articles on Boxing Scene, see what the fuck's going on, and go through my YouTube videos. But I appreciate you guys, man. I look forward to reading you guys in the comment section. And so believe what you want to believe. I've given you guys both sides of the coin. We'll get the answers that we want. I'll ask the question. I have no problem asking the questions that you want. And we'll go from there. So what we got this week? We got, actually, you know, these fights this week are so novice. It's ridiculous. We got David Haye, David Bello, Tony Bellew. We got Triple G. And so these are pretty much novice fights, man. And but we got May 19th. We got, I'll be it for Gary Russell. I'll be in Maryland for that. And That's it. So I intentionally didn't name the other fight. So don't put in my comment section, you forgot so and so. I know, nigga. You know what I want to do? My next video is going to be about being a real one with your brain. I think I I think that's important. And maybe I'll do it now. I'm kind of tired. I got to go read. I got to go give my son a bath and then read a book to him and make sure he gets to bed. You know what I mean? I learned. Someone told me a long time ago, you got to be an alpha and omega parent. You know what I mean? You got to be there in the morning. You got to be there at night. And you guys know I'm like Ticket was trying to get to me all week. I said, man, you got to wait till 9:30, man. I got to put my kids to bed, man. So my daughter's upstairs taking a bath, and right behind her, my son goes next, and then we do our bedtime routine, and it's B B B B. It's Blade the cartoon, uh, brush your teeth, book, and bed. So it's called the 4 Bs. So that's what we do every night with Lincoln, and it works. So, anyways, man, barbershop conversation. I genuinely appreciate you guys. Black Fight fan, you didn't go hard enough. All right. Ticket TV, you didn't go hard enough. Town, you didn't go hard enough. I need you guys to go harder. All right. Come with it. Please, please come with it. All right. Black, I see you June 16th. I'm not sure who else is going, but I look forward to meeting all the entire LDBC, man. One love, man. We got to take each other. We got to put in the pot. Everybody bring extra $25, and we'll put it in the pot, and we'll have some fun with it. I don't know. I'll let them decide what they want, but let's bring some extra money. Let's have a good time. Whether we having a picnic or we at a strip club, bring some extra money so we can entertain each other. All right. It's not about the money. It's about fellowship. But let's have a great time this fucking weekend, June 16th. I like the fact that we have a destination. I love the fact that I'm going to get a chance to meet a lot of you guys that weekend. And I love the fact that the LDBC have a hometown hero, right? And that makes it kind of cool, right? And so I'm thoroughly excited. And we're going to go from there. So anyways, man, barbershop conversations, man, you guys are fucking awesome. I appreciate everyone in my DM was like, Black Fight fan did a video. You guys are fucking awesome, man. Barbershop conversations, man. One love. Talk to you guys soon. I'll holla. Peace.